cowards. I'm still alive, cowards. I came back with more knowledge and firepower. See, while y'all was busy popping shit, I was on the opposite. Stocking clips and war gear, you was shopping for moccasins. Seems the populace is barely cognizant. Popping perks, sipping lean to the machine, you just a cog in it. What can we expect from people who don't respect themselves enough to check the lies the devil tells? They gas you up and pass it off as being for your health, while they cashing in on bashing in your brain. The greed and wealth accumulates. The human state of mind declines with every dollar. You thinking bling and salary, you're thinking it's rabbit feed. Rats singing casually, we facing singularity. Imagine me turning a blind eye to the travesties. Weak rappers say something every now and then. I say something every bar I pen. Gemz.
But how can I be rich? How can I be worldly?
Oh, many people want to know about that. Tell me, what can you do?
I can think. I can wait. I can fast.
Nothing else?
I can recite a poem.
Glory is yours if you decide to own it. I pray you find atonement in your final moments. May your eyes be overshadowed only by your opus. Broken like my heart and home, I wrote this trying to find what's stolen. Mind controlled and blinded, time is just a notion.
I can think. I can wait. I can fast.
Nothing else?
I can recite a poem.
Why confront the devil when you could become his flunky? The day I play a show for these snakes, I pray you slump. What type of leaders would lead their people to poison? What type of whores reward themselves in award and give a speech to a staff and board they paid to applaud? We're taught to fight the power, then because of that, we are now the public enemy. What kind of drug is that? Plug jacked, overdosing heavily, uncut hypocrisy. Sunstruck, I stood in the light to guide my progeny. My autonomy extends far beyond bodily. You're a doofus if you think I think you're God. In fact, you're more stupid than you think I think you are. I don't trip cause my shoes tied, the blickety fool size. Split your shit and skip away like zippity doo dah. Split for the news eye, too slick for the news eye. Got a bullshit detector embedded between my two eyes.
I can think. I can wait. I can fast.
Nothing else?
I can recite a poem.
Watch out for 666, Lucifer's computer chip. Move swiftly under the rule of psychos and lunatics. The demons in the media in synchronized unison. The warfare is spiritual, we slipping in the dark. They claim they illuminating and dim the light in your heart. There's a chart with your data, when you wake and when you sleep. What you think, where you go, how you live, what you eat. The codex, alimentarius, who gon' fold next. They planning mass famines and you rapping about your Rolex. Globalists plotting on another brand that hate to sell. Microchips in your children is sponsored by the gates of hell. The fourth industrial revolution is transhuman, training the love and emotion out of the people. They gon' trap your conscience in that metaverse and then delete you. The great reset, the deep fake elects. If you ain't speaking for freedom, your weak take ejects. Hip-hop went from arresting presidents to taking flicks with racist eugenicists. Breaking bread with Satan is devilish. Sacrificing fans for political benefit. It's safe to say these snakes are trading mother for membership. Radio silence turning blind eyes to the censorship. There's no such thing as unquestionable science. There's no such thing as an OG that's compliant. Blasphemous, these ravenous actors worshiping Baphomet and blasting sex and violence to babies inside their bassinet. Rap is just the apparatus they using to cast a net. Your big homie's a doofus, he not a silverback. And using Judas, but Satan don't want his silverback. Fuck the industry, don't sell your soul. Keep your faith in the Lord and maintain self-control. If you understand this truth, break it down for the youth. Cause the desert needs water and the sick need soup.
Isn't coming when men will become machines. A new one world order will rise and then demand that all the world people can see their scientific brand.
Yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. It goes yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. It goes yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. To the beat, yeah. Yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. Critical thesis impeded by the doubt you were taught. Invisible leashes connected from the cloud to your thought. Smartphones taking their pet humans out for a walk. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, highly absorbed in Hegelian paradigms and ratified tortures. The scatter-minded fall for the carrot and stick. Often the cost is out of your budget, bludgeoning your compassion. Scraping the platters while the muddy water's splashing. The flash of dollars keeps the practice in place, so they gas you at NASA in space and laugh in your face while that racket taking 50 million cash a day. Another Jesuit jester, pimp passing the plate. Merchandising propaganda and weaponized goods. They sold you a moon rock, but it was petrified wood. You want the truth or your opinions validated? Seasoned with obedience, corporate demons salivating. For lackluster rappers and average practitioners, a mass distraction. Mastered fashion, but your thoughts are tasteless. Mind cluttered like a hoarder's basement. It's basic, you fail to plan, you just planning to fail. When it's time to build, you'll either be the hammer or nail. Yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. Yes, schwa to the beat, yeah. Hey yo, imagine being 6 in the back of a whip and your mom's is rapping along to a song about sucking. She expect her son to respect her, but she call herself a bitch. If he don't respect his moms, he gon' treat your daughter like shit. See the cycle? Vicious. Keep listening to these cycles on the television, pitching you different ways to be stifled. The Rock do a sketch about molesting children. Sheep will laugh and make it seem like those who don't are villains. Ironically, in the most morbid sense of derision, it's likely some of that laughter's from the parents of victims, unaware of how they failed to shield their seed from the wicked. Mind defeated, sign of the season. It's time repeating. These teachers is preaching blind allegiance to the swines and leeches. Turn it off for your integrity's purchase. Indefinitely death of spirit through celebrity worship. Yes, schwa to the beat, y'all. Yes, schwa to the beat, y'all. It goes yes, schwa to the beat, y'all. Yes, schwa to the beat, yeah.
story of our era, governments and corporations for the first time in history have the power to basically hack human beings.
Yo, I've been running up hills backwards. I've been getting faster. I've been calculating all the factors. I've been reading chapter after chapter, cutting all the fat from. There is not enough that I can fast from. You can be the skull I hang my axe from. Came into this life with 99% of the wisdom from last one. True grit, you ain't got the sand it takes to understand. Step aside or shelter the hand, hide and wonder from man.
We need to reinvent democracy for this new era in which humans are now hackable animals.
Yeah, Dracula's clones, my mind is an oracular throne. While MetaQuest and Alexa both mapping your dome. The feds trying to turn your conscience to an app on their phone. Black mass in your home via podcast and chrome blast. A smoking gun loaded by the Vulcan 1%er. Abandon all hope, ye who enter. Commandments from the Pope I don't submit to. There's no negotiations and demands that I consider. We not for sale. I've been walking through my darkest days with my head raised. World tour in the bar, L-shaped, legs raised. I've been doing 30 cents and better, leg days. New perspective confounded the blind, my mind eclectic. I'm supersetting the mountain climbers with plyometrics. It's back work till it's bloody knuckles, cause the devil came to play and I don't fucking trust you. Not at all, nah, not at all. Double-sided divided fitters play Confederate flanks while Taliban doing donuts in American tanks. Right. Squeeze lemon twist, bleached evidence, free membership, your severed head seated siege perilous.
You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, this, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will. That's old. That if you have enough data and you have enough computing power, you can understand people better than they understand themselves, and then you can manipulate them in ways which were previously impossible.
The reason education sucks is the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. Because the owners of this country don't want that.
I'm plenty action, Reggie Jackson, I don't fuck around. I hit the homer, run the bases, then I rush the mound. Bust your crown down to teeth and pendants. Hold it down like collegiate wrestlers, even in the deepest trenches. I'm with the people like Jesus, eating with thieves and peasants. Your entire entourage is a giant mirage, and what appears to be solid wall is a silent fog. You'll be found flanked and flogged, ever you feel frog. Dealers all peel the cards, ill DeBarge blends, Lilville Palm. Innocent killers who still at large, still involved like divorced parents. Torch bearing, couple cats felt the jealousy and lost bearings. I felt the energy, pulled the plug and they lost clearance. You be too cool, next thing you know they in that court cheering. Lost years for that lesson, my real life is an epic saga. Apex, I only prey on the megafauna. You hold rosters, imposters and flow biters. It's no wonder why I'm so biased. You like Alexander Dumas, haunted by his ghostwriters. The toast bias for the safeguarding. I know I'm safe in God, I still struggle sparing snakes in my garden. A hardened man, living proof pain is just part of the plan. Face paint, a razor Bristol, this a felon's art. Street life studious, read the book till it fell apart.
It's very possible we living in a simulation. It's more probable you living in your mama's basement. A simple Simon sinner that's simply satisfied with assimilation. Sitting by singing synonyms on Spotify while you living in the Matrix. I'm an elder statesman, so every statement that I make needs to be taken with enormous appreciation and an amazing amount of respect and admiration. We imitated old Schwarzenegger and Rambo. You emulating old Schwarzenegger and Van Jones. These damn clones ain't worth the carbon they printed from. Self-flying drones and 3D printed homes. Come on, Holmes, take your self-driving car and take your ass on. You think cause I got fly shit on, I'm not prepared for war. You think I'm too grown to go on and switch to southpaw and absolutely shatter every bone inside your glass door.
Plant the seed for things to be apparent. It's ludicrous, I see men intruding and leaving uterus. Who to trust but God? We've had enough, it's hard. Sometimes I lust for broads, wasting my energy just to thrust my rod. But now I'm on Zeus mode in a world where they lose souls and they sight a God, but like they keep their Jesus froze. Go ahead, go in your casket with your jewels on. Just for worms to wear them after you get chewed on. Polluting Mother Earth and complaints of gas prices. Sad crisis, same umbrella, United States, Taliban, ISIS.
Wake up, we almost home. Taking a jab is like drinking straight punch from Jim Jones. Almost botched a segment with a boxing reference. Our purpose on earth is figuring out the lock to heaven. For the common senses like finding a diamond in the trenches. We die for pensions, attention, followers and mentions. But repenting is the last on the list in the bucket. Government too twisted to trust it, throw up a fist like public enemy. But even they not our friends, I see. It's all agendas, lessons from Gemz of me.
The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you.